One, three, two. Okay, we're live again. I'm Michael Paul, John Batcher with me. Um, we're about 10 minutes into AEW Dynamite, but and I'm not sure where they're doing it tonight. Before we go there, let me just say, uh, from now on, just like with uh, Monday Night Raw, we might have to cut her off a little bit. I don't even know if we are still going to do Monday Night Raw, being that we are going to have to cut it early. At any rate, so that we're not rushing things, let me just nip this in the bud right now and say to Crystal, Christy, Megan and Amanda, also Mackenzie, Noah, and Caitlin, have a good night, sweet dreams. I will see you all tomorrow. I love you all. You make every day of my life brighter for me. And I love each and every one of you with 1,000% of my heart. Mwah. Good night, my angels. I will see you tomorrow. And that having been said, we did it at the beginning instead of the end. So that having been said tonight, let's go now 10 minutes into AEW Dynamite. Hey, I rhymed without even meaning to. What do you know? Anyway, here we go. Sensational Excalibur, the Hall of Famer Tony Schiavone. I'm Jim Ross, and we're
honey. Michael already said his goodnight wishes to you already.
We're in Boston. We're not came to exist. Okay, well. You know what I've noticed at the beginning of this show?
Michael, she said hi to us.
Said hi, who?
My girlfriend, bro.
Oh, hi Megan. Good night, baby. I'll talk
to you tomorrow.
You can tell just through the TV. Just through the TV, you can tell that their pyro is louder than WWE. Looks like a pay-per-view. It actually reverberates right from the TV. No, I'm sorry, I interrupted. What were you going to say earlier?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, besides she's saying hi, she's going to bed in 5 minutes, but he already said his goodnights to you already, hon.
I said my goodnights to all of you, and I will see you all tomorrow. You are nothing but love to all of you. As perhaps his biggest test, his biggest obstacle in front of him on his way back to heaven. Oh, and yes, last night was Sunday and Monday were the finals of American Idol, but I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know the end results quite yet. Hopefully by Friday I will know.
Alright, good night, Dave. Don't let the bed bugs play. As you can see, that the first opening contest is former WWE, ECW, and TNA's World Heavyweight Champion Christian Cage will be taking on former NXT Champion and Tag Team Champion Adam Cole.
Was that did he start in Ring of Honor?
Yes, he did. Back in 2009.
I forgot all about that. I knew he had, but I wasn't sure if I had the right person. Here, he is one of the few men to have ever hit Kenny Omega inside an AEW ring. He has won 89% of his singles matches here in AEW, and Christian's only loss did come to Omega. Kenny Omega lost it right at All Out. Adam
Before we get ready to roll
Page.
here, I want to thank
Yes, he
congratulate
did.
CBS. Great coverage of the NCAA basketball final. Phenomenal job, production, announcing.
JR, it's a wrestling
Great
show.
game,
What do we
great
give a
game.
fuck about
So,
Ace
good job, team.
NCAA?
We talked about what we still have to come tonight, and we do have quite a card for you.
Is that Wardlow piece of business that's hanging on the barricade?
The 8.5 by 11 signs from last week now have been blown up to 18 by 24.
Somebody's really worried about their well-being, I suggest.
And I wonder who that would be. And Tony, you mentioned, and JR, you mentioned that this is a pay-per-view level card here on TBS. Still to come tonight. The kickoff of the qualifiers for the Owen Hart Foundation men's
Oh my God.
Samoa Joe makes his in-ring debut for AEW when he takes on Max
Oh my God.
in the tournament.
Yo, that's wicked.
Sean
Shut the
Dean
fuck
and
up.
Shut
Sean
the
Spears,
front
the chairman,
door.
go one-on-one.
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
Get another win over him. Win of the Pinnacle. We'll hear from
Okay, for those of you
Santana
who are
Ortiz later on
watching,
tonight.
you maybe didn't see that
By
little
the way,
graphic
MJS
across
will
the
be doing
screen.
some commentary on that.
Samoa Joe, former Monday Night Raw
Tables,
commentator
parties,
and
Sonata.
TNA superstar Samoa Joe makes his AEW debut tonight.
Tournament. Hikaru Shida, former AEW Women's World Champion.
Wow,
takes on
talk
Julia
about
Hart.
must-see
And
TV.
then our main event, the highly anticipated rematch, FTR versus Young Bucks with the Ring of Honor and AAA Tag Team Championships on the line.
You know, Tony, you
Wow.
have a lot of great tag team matches, Horsemen involved, Midnight involved, right? Rock and roll. I've never looked forward to a tag team matchup on free television, right? Like we're going to see here tonight in our main event.
Well, I'm telling you this now, for those of you, many of you, most of you actually who watched the ROH Super Card of Honor this past Friday saw an incredible match where FTR won the ROH Tag Team belts over the Briscoes in what I thought was a classic. And now, less than a week later, they got to go against the Young Bucks. Yeah, fans have been clamoring for 18
Wow,
months for this
you hear
rematch.
this?
You
Folks,
FTR
Ring
and
of
Young
Honor
Bucks,
and
and you
Triple
don't
H.
have to wait long. It's coming up
Triple H.
tonight at the main event.
Try that
It's
again.
a double
Pick
tag
two.
team title match. How big is that?
Also, Ring of Honor and Triple H tag team
Championship
titles will be on the line.
championship belts, I'll get it out right here in a moment, will be at stake tonight in that match.
By the way,
So get right
those
back
of you
to
who
this
did not see
sizzling,
WrestleMania,
sizzling.
I would go to Peacock, check out the replay of night 2 because it started with a very emotional for Blake. He didn't say much, but the moment spoke for itself.
Already using shortcuts that he's been known to use. You can hear the energy, you can feel the energy in this building. If you want to be a part of the AEW action, we'll be returning to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania later this month. First at the Peterson Event Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on Wednesday, April 20th. Then 1 week later, the Leah Cordes Center in Philadelphia on the campus of Temple University, Wednesday, April 27th. Tickets for both events on sale right now, AEWTIX.com. Look at that, just spinning at it.
That's totally nice.
But Christian Cage doing the smart thing. He's not being baited out, but Adam Cole instead cuts him off at the pads. The momentum was the running around done by Adam Cole, and he paid for it. He stood right there and decapitated him. Yeah, here are the early goings of this match. Adam Cole very tentative, locking up with Christian Cage, trying to get whatever early advantage he can, but this is not Christian's first rodeo. I know you would agree with you. As a veteran like Christian, knows he fought a lot of his matches in years. He's seen just about everything you can try to do.
Yeah, he's a great strategist, great game planner. I think he's done a great job with the tag teams that he's worked with.
Absolutely, the World Tag Team Champions.
You know, he said the match, and then he had with Kenny Omega. Absolutely amazing. There's nobody better than Kenny Omega for that promoter now. He looked like Christian was. He just landed in a tough spot.
He's stuck, man. Yeah, Adam Cole escaped out. The kick to the Achilles tendon of Christian Cage knocked him off the ropes. And now Christian upside down and the kick to the face by Adam Cole. That left foot was hooked underneath the turnbuckle extension, and there you go. If you couldn't escape, and he was a sitting duck for it. Christian Cage to the outside, trying to collect himself. Adam Cole in pursuit.
Adam Cole earned his first paycheck in pro wrestling 14 years ago today. Wow. Really? Oh, happy birthday. Happy anniversary or something.
And Christian, nails him straight into those steel ring steps. Well, the action in our opening contest will continue in picture-in-picture.
Here you go. Picture-in-picture. From the kill time.
Presented by State Farm, the official sponsor of AEW Dynamite.
What's going on?
Jake from State Farm, the perp just confessed. I think. I don't know.
What?
Oh, get
Picture.
Drive me nuts. I'm so glad WWE stopped doing this. Wait just a second.
To go home with the gold. Being champion, great. Staying the champion, another
Alright.
different thing.
So this is a quick.
Battle of the Belts 2, Saturday, April 16th at 8 on TNT.
Oh shit!
We're back live on TBS,
Go back.
AEW Dynamite. Adam Cole and
Absolutely.
being champion, great. Staying the champion, another entirely different thing.
This is gonna be a quick video. You guys have a good night.
Saturday, April 16th at 8.
We're going to go back to AEW on YouTube.
We're back live on TBS, AEW Dynamite. Adam Cole and Christian Cage going one-on-one for the first time ever. Adam Cole out to an early advantage with Christian Cage.
Oh, and the lower back of Adam
We'll
Cole
have
is
more about that as details
really
become
renamed.
available, but
Adam Cole had no one to blame but himself for that.
that could be a difference maker in this matchup.
And Cole Rush to go.
you know the problem with battling the
Christian
belts
hit really
too?
hard that right
Not
knee.
that I really
I
get
got Adam Cole
excited about
regain
it,
control
but
of the situation, at least for a moment. Let's
I
have
don't
a look at
remember
it. There's
battling
another
the
look.
belts one.
Yeah, this one you think is going to go off to the side?
Me neither.
I don't. Maybe I can find it on demand. I
He
don't know.
brought the RC, the robot camera, and crashing down on Adam Cole on the outside. Disastrous landing for both men.
Both these guys can beat you in a multitude of ways.
Yeah, dude,
They're both
Samoa
great strategists,
Joe.
great students of the game, if you will, experienced. And they both want the same thing
Maybe
at
by
the end
the
of the
end
day.
of who's he fighting?
They
Max
want what,
Caster? Maybe by the end of the night,
Adam
Max
Page
Caster
is.
will be Max castrated.
We can
I don't
cross
know.
in our sport AEW World
And then
Championship.
tonight we got the return of the Hardy Boys. They'll be taking on Matt Hardy's former
Hands on both
teammates,
sides of the fence here, and that's going to cost
the
them.
Butcher and the
Big
Blade.
Enziguri cracks
Who is now
Christian
working
Cage,
for-
and now Adam Cole going up to the middle rope.
Andrade.
Yeah, good for them. Samoa Joe, dude.
Hey, man, he's looking
Jesus
too long
Christ.
this time.
Samoa Joe.
Christian again
After,
after with the Panama
after
Sunrise, but no.
what was it? Like
As we saw in picture-in-picture,
8 months we haven't seen him. 4 months
Cole
maybe.
was targeting the
Last
neck of
time we
Christian
saw
Cage.
him, somebody posted up a
He's got to
YouTube
worry,
video
the damage was just done.
of
Those are
him
shots
at
to
a
the
Ring
head.
of Honor
Look at
showcase.
this. Christian with a roll-up.
Ring of Honor
Springing his legs, man. Like Sunset Flip follows it up with the uppercut. Adam
Oh,
Cole
so
saying
this
no.
has
Adam
been
Cole
just
versus
before they went
through
on.
the corner. Christian escapes sound.
Yep.
Pendulum kick.
How about that through the ropes?
Christian Cage looking for the swinging DDT. Plans Adam Cole.
That could do it.
That was nice. There's the hook of the far leg.
Cole, though, so resilient, able to survive and kick out.
A pretty good press on him as well. Good pinning combination that time.
Look at Adam Cole begging for time. Oh boy. Just a ploy to lure Christian in. One for the Enziguri once again. Christian looking for a kill switch, maybe. Here we
Yes,
go.
Enziguri is a move that Cole goes to more often than not. Christian was aware of that.
Oh, best stabber by Cole. Far leg is hooked by Adam Cole. 2-0.
Sometimes it's really interesting to see the strategies unfold between two guys that know each other as well as these two do.
Yeah, this is their third, or they've crossed paths 3 previous times here, but it was all in tag team action. This is, as I mentioned, their first ever singles encounter, and it has been a back and forth battle thus far.
And let's remember last week.
Whoa!
Look at this.
It's the cradle. A modified version of an inside credit, small package, if you will.
And look at this.
Reverse DDT by Christian Cage.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm thinking cover right here. Christian's going to go for everything.
Christian thinking otherwise. He heads to the top, dropping headbutt, nobody home.
Yeah, it took too much time getting up there.
Maybe after that DDT, you go for it, but that's hindsight.
Oh boy.
Well, hindsight in that.
Yeah, rocked the head. Lower the boom.
The knee strike. 1, 2. No! Christian once again able to kick out, but you notice Adam Cole didn't drop the knee pad before landing the boom. That may have been the only thing that saved Christian Cage. That was the only thing that saved Hangman back in their title match at Revolution.
And this is going to outstanding strategic match.
Yeah, good call. Strategic match is right, JR.
These guys have had timely counters, inventive counters. Here's this crowd. Oh, you come to AEW, you get the whole package.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
You
listen
know,
to
a
that.
week ago,
Let's go, Christian.
George
Adam
Jones
Cole.
and
Let's go,
Hangman
Christian.
Page
Adam Cole. That was cool.
Oh, counter. Huge anti-air by Cole. 2. No! Christian again able to beat the count.
Cole dropped the ball right there. He made a great counter.
So who's
Scored
fucking
with a
excited
kick.
about
But
Samoa
then
Joe?
fundamentals left
I
out
am.
because he didn't neutralize as enough.
I know, you're
No,
watching
he did
this
not
going,
cross. He
God,
did not
Mike,
press the
calm down.
shoulders, JR.
Oh, I
And
know.
that was a mistake, and I get it. Oh, here we go.
And now Cole looking for that Panama Sunrise.
Yes, he is.
Christian, oh, you saw glanced up at Adam Cole. Christian Cage anticipating it. And now takes Cole in the hard way. Christian pulls over, covers. No!
Christian couldn't
Course, I
quite
guess
get
they
it
must have
all he
needed
wanted
someone new
on
after
neutralizing that
Cody
leg and
split to
pulling
go
it
back
back
to the
more
WWE.
to
But
kind of stack up Adam Cole.
Christian's bleeding from the mouth there, too.
But he's got Cole in his sights. A kick, the super kick to the knee once again.
A little overzealous, perhaps, was Christian.
Yeah, he's got him in position now here, guys.
Adam Cole looking for the Panamas. No!
Good counter. Just raise up.
Again! Christian looking for the spear, but Adam Cole counters the pump kick.
This is the kind of match you get from a great veteran like Christian. He's battling back in it.
Cole drops the knee pad, looking for the boom. Christian heard the footsteps. The roll up. No!
That was a
There's the spear.
Look at that spear. Good knee.
Wow, he had a pretty good pinning combination that time as well. Great escape.
He
Like Cole.
busted lip and all.
Look at the fans, man.
The
Listen to him.
the veteran Canadian is fighting as hard as he can to win this very crucial match.
And that blood from the mouth, Tony, you know what that tells me? Those super kicks of Adam Cole have been right on target all match. Heel switch attempt. Cole laces his boot.
Great counter.
That's oh, just an eye poke. The thumb to the eyes and the boom.
Man, that may do it.
Cole lowers the boom and steals the win.
How many times have we said steals the win?
There's Cole's cronies.
Yeah, the termites are out.
Finish and Kyle
who the
O'Reilly.
fuck is Joker 1 and Joker 2 over?
To
Oh.
the Jack and the world's largest lizard.
Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
They're going to even them back up.
And Bobby Fish gets a right hand from Christian Cage. The numbers not in Red Dragon's favor. As Luchasaurus and Bobby Fish battling up the ramp here.
You can't stand toe-to-toe with Luchasaurus. You can't do it.
And look at this inside the ring. Adam Cole wants no part of it.
Well, he wants a part of the champ. That's what it's all about for everybody here. This is the Mark Man. Hey, it is
You
the
took
man.
that music and you stuck right there, David. Because I am not fighting you until that AEW World Championship is on the line. You hear me? You're afraid of me. I just beat a legend and I'll whoop your ass any day of the week. So you want a title match, huh? You want a championship match? You want another match with Hangman? You look at me when
shit.
Go get some.
I guess after last week you realized you couldn't just steal this championship, so you want another shot at it. Well, fine. I'll give you that and let it serve as your punishment. Because next week, unless I'm mistaken, I think we have a live Rampage in Texas. So the match you think you want so bad will not be a normal match. It sure as hell won't be on your terms, because next week I'll defend this championship against you, Adam Cole, in a Texas death match.
Oh, his face.
What did Big X say about business picking up their JR?
And Cole, you've got a week. If I were you, I'd get my affairs in order.
Rampage, here they come.
And next week,
9 days from tonight, the Texas Death Match for the AEW World Championship. Hangman versus Cole Part 2. Well, as of late, we have seen Jay Lethal grow more and more frustrated, and it all came to a head this past Friday night.
Jonathan Gresham proved that he is the undisputed Ring of Honor World Champion.
1 second. After everything I've done for your career, I think it is only fitting that I am the first person to challenge for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Your current actions have shown me you have changed.
Nobody would know who Jonathan Gresham was if it wasn't for me, you piece of crap.
Eagle and Gresham, and here comes Sanjay Dutt. Sanjay Dutt, and here to break things up. Oh, and Sanjay Dutt has betrayed Jonathan Gresham as well.
Oh, that's Sanjay. Oh my god.
I told
Oh,
you.
that's when Joe showed up. Was on Friday.
He's choking out Dutt. And
But I thought Sanjay was with Impact.
He was in WWE, bro. Here we go.
I thought he was in
They're on their
I
way.
never knew he was in WWE.
One of the toughest men in the history of pro wrestling. Samoa Joe.
Time to rock and roll, bitches. Woo-hoo! Or as the Nature Boy would say, woo! Here's a cup of Joe for you.
It was a very interesting bit of symmetry. At Supercard of Honor, you had Jay Lethal going after Jonathan Gresham, a man that Lethal mentored. And then the surprise appearance of Samoa Joe, a man
Is this
who
an interview or
mentored
is he
Jay
gonna
Lethal
fight?
very early in his career.
And his opponent, Platinum Max Caster. Yo!
Oh, this fucking doorknob.
Yo!
Okay, I remember.
Lay this dude down like a sex position. I'm main event Max, he's X division. So I'm sending you home. You not a tough guy, Joe. You just injury prone. And I'm bad for your health. Got that taboo because you can't stop playing with yourself. And Tony, why we give this guy a chance? When we beat them in the ratings, he was their champ.
Well, this match is the first qualifying match of the men's tournament, or the men's brackets of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And to learn more about the Owen Hart Foundation, their work, their mission, visit OwenHartFoundation.org.
You'll be happy you did, folks. I promise you. Well, Samoa Joe has processed the rap.
And he is not flustered at all.
Well,
You know, Xavier, you're right. It looks like that Jay Lethal's kind of turned his back on all the guys that he has trained in his actions.
Yeah, not only Jonathan Gresham, but also Lee Moriarty as
Right.
well.
Absolutely.
And maybe Samoa Joe for to slap some sense into Jay Lethal. But now, just a headbutt.
got to hand it to Max Caster. Kept talking and talking, getting closer and closer. He may pay for it here momentarily, but I like Caster's courage. His stallings are showing.
I think Joe must be having a bad day. Because he looks like he's either that or he's missed this. I don't know.
Big time chop. Now the hammer throw into the corner. Follows up. Joe.
Agility and athleticism personified by one of the legitimately toughest men ever in pro wrestling.
No question. Good call.
Samoa Joe, that head and shoulder fake to the right, came around the corner with Andy Gary on the left. Off Max Caster looking. But Caster now throwing it right to left to the body of Joe. But Joe, one swift knee. Of a snap. There in the shot.
That contact, you're going to love Samoa Joe, folks. If you haven't followed his amazing Hall of Fame-like career.
It's like first men's qualifier in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. We've already qualified 2 women in the women's division, and we'll qualify another one tonight.
That's right, last week. Tony Storm, wait a second.
Oh my God! Oh, Samoa Joe! That big fella can fly.
That might have been really larger Tope Suicidas I've ever seen.
See Joe with the green on his trunks in homage to Mitsuharu Misawa. And so was that huge elbow suicida. And Anthony Bowens wants no pump with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, keep back that run, man. Oh, he did his job, though.
I was going to say, Tony, last week in her debut, Tony Storm arrived in AEW in advance to the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. And then on Rampage this past Friday night, Jamie Hayter punched her ticket into the tournament. Uh-oh. Caster with the backhand.
Yeah, that's good. Just piss him off. Piss him off real good.
When Samoa Joe gets ahead of steam, the only thing you need to do is get out of the way.
Uh-oh. There it is.
Muscle Buster. The cover. And the win.
And that is a definitive win.
Winner of this match, Samoa Joe.
The eyes of a trained, paid, hired killer.
The
Samoa Joe.
The eyes of a man, the first man to qualify for the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Joe, whoa, time out, hold on.
Joe, there's a reason we're back here. We're not going to go out there. We're not going to rain on your parade. We're not going to ruin your moment, your live AEW Dynamite debut.
Right.
We're not going to ruin it like you ruined our moment last week.
Right, because we got more class than that. In fact, we respect you a lot more than you respect us. And that should be pretty difficult considering the fact that last week we changed our outlook in life. My outlook now is just to do whatever the hell and say whatever the hell it is that I want. And I wonder, would I have that same outlook, Joe, if you would have actually answered your damn phone? Because for 4 months, I tried to call my teacher. For 4 months, I tried to call my mentor for a little bit of advice, and you never answered your phone. And now I see you walking around here, so you clearly have a phone, but the problem is you only answer that phone for billionaires. That's the real problem. In fact, I think his first t-shirt here should say, Samoa Joe, the Samoan Gold Digger. But that's not even the part that upsets me. What upsets me is we didn't even know you were going to be here because I respect you. I would have rolled out the red carpet for you. I would have bought you a cake.
Hold on. It's not too late to still do that, Jay.
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. It's not too late. You know what? Next week, let's do it. Next week, Joe, we're going to get you a present so big, so grand, it's going to embody our love for you. It's going to show you how much we appreciate you. So next week in New Orleans, your #1 student is going to give his teacher a present that he'll never forget.
See you in New Orleans.
I like that. Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt with an offer for Samoa Joe, a welcoming reception.
But tonight, we got a lot more to come, fellas.
We certainly do. We will hear from Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz after the actions of the Jericho Appreciation Society. Plus, the
And the perfect wrestler.
new episode Thursdays at 9 on TBS and the app.
Back on Dynamite coming up Friday on Rampage, the Blackpool Combat Club singles competition. Bryan Danielson goes up against Trent Beretta, and then Wheeler Yuta, the new ROH Pure Champion, will take on Jon Moxley.
Mr. Shivani, I'm off my nut with excitement because the Blackpool Combat Club is here on Rampage. And the perfect wrestler,
Did
Bryan
you just say
Danielson,
I'm off
is going to
my
have to
nut
face
with
that incredibly
excitement?
talented Trent Beretta.
I think
I feel
so.
sorry for the poor lad. But then,
God.
Wheeler Yuta has impressed me greatly. He's impressed Bryan greatly. Now he's got to impress the man that's the hardest to impress of all of us. And young Wheeler's not going to know whether it's daylight, moonlight, or fanny by the gaslight when he's finished with it.
The forecast for this Friday night on Rampage. The sound of bones cracking like thunder and raining blood.
Let's go back to the ring.
Blackpool Combat Club have a big Friday night.
That's cool. What the fuck is this?
Big presentation by the chairman.
That's Sean Spears.
You ever seen a wrestler, Excalibur, that you said he's this close to being magnificent? This close. I feel like this guy.
Support forward, a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. Weighing 232 pounds, the chairman, Sean Spears.
JR, could it be a case that Sean Spears' association with MJF is actually holding Spears back?
Could be.
Similar to what was with Wardlow. And you noticed when Tony Schiavone was speaking to the Blackpool Combat Club, our backstage monitor was broken. Shockingly, that has something to do with Eddie Kingston, and we'll have a little bit more on that coming up in a second.
Here comes the saltiest of all salter. Oh, this guy is such ass.
This guy is such an asshole. He's great.
A man, one of the driving forces
He
behind
plays heel so well.
being banned from all AEW events.
As the great Gorilla Monsoon says, get this little pipsqueak out of
All
here.
time has arrived. How you doing, Tony? You good? You good, you old brick? Let's go, Spears. This is all you, baby. And from Chicago, weighing electric 95 pounds. Nobody cares. Captain Sean D. Come on, Spears.
One of those 3 wins, I think, was a win over you.
Very funny, double chin, Tony. How about you just keep your mouth shut for the remainder of this whole entire match?
Max, is that true?
What?
Max, how great of you to join us once again, because it's part cooking competition, part whodunit.
Here we
6
go.
cooks compete, 1 cook tries to secretly ruin everyone's dish. Rat in the Kitchen, a new competition series, Thursdays at 9 on TBS.
I don't know why you keep bringing up the rat thing when I come out here, Excalibur, but it's starting to piss me off.
Rat in the Kitchen's on Thursday. We're going to rat at the table here on Wednesday.
Yeah, I can tell you he's never here anymore, that pig Wardlow. How about that? But you know who is here? Sean Spears, the chairman, the Canadian god. Look at that stop.
You know who else is here? Captain Sean Dean, who has a victory over you.
It's called a fluke. It's not called victory. It's called a fluke, pal.
3-1. It's
I've been over that rope. Look at this man. Look at the strength of the Canadian god.
Spears has lots of skills. Refined skill set in the ring, bell to bell.
He's handsome.
I said earlier, Max, it seems like he's just missing so little something.
Hey, hold on a second. You hear that chant? Shut up.
Fans would love to see nothing more than Wardlow.
Don't say his name.
then Wardlow get his hands on either Spears or more specifically you, Max. It seems like you're running from Wardlow.
Running? I'm sitting down. What are you talking about running? I'm literally right here. I'm right here. I'm sitting right next to you. What are you, an idiot? You blind? Running. Shut up. You should be happy about the Wardlow change. What? And normally no champion MJF sucks. So it's a good hysterical. They're about to be chanting Sean Spears' names at the top of his lungs because Sean Spears, the Canadian God's going to win this match right here, right now, baby.
Okay. Oh, what a neck breaker.
Beautiful execution there. That's a killer move by Spears.
The man's a technical wizard.
Spears, pulls up.
Play with your food, Spears. Play with your food. Let's go.
He's not more successful than he is. He's been damn successful.
The man's successful. The man's on the pinnacle. There's no more success than that in this sport, in this business.
And that neck breaker by Spears, maybe in service of that C4, that Death Valley driver that concentrates on the C4 vertebrae. Spears with Sean Dean on his shoulder. We have a disturbance in the back here. What the hell's going on?
It's Warlord.
What's this?
Security staff have been laid out.
I don't understand. What's going on? What's going on, Excalibur? What are they saying in your earpiece?
They're saying that this can't be right.
What is it?
Max, I'm just going to let you find out for yourself. Why don't
the crowd think they have the idea? Where's your security, Max?
Wow, they're really doing a great job keeping him out.
The unstoppable beast is Wardlow.
He is manhandling security, and he is making his way through that curtain, which leads to the ringside area. Can somebody do their goddamn job? Somebody!
Wardlow knows exactly where you are, Max. You might want to change your address.
Wardlow looking like a man possessed.
He is a mountain of a man. He's 270 and lean and nasty.
Will they get the security guard towards our us? Whoa. Oh my God.
I think they came from Long Island.
Stop them. There we go. That's how I thought. Long Island's free, man. Free. Security. Wait, drop the winner of this match, Captain Sean Dean. So not only does Sean Dean have a win over MJF, he's got one over Sean Spears as well.
Good job, Warlord.
And Wardlow smiling. Wardlow, after carving a path of destruction through the security guard, smiling as he's escorted out.
I think the Spears is pissed off because MJF is threatening him too.
And right now, Tony Schiavone standing by the best friends.
All right, guys, earlier we heard from William Regal and the Blackpool Combat Club talking about this Friday on Rampage, Wheeler Yuta and John Moxley and Trent Beretta going one-on-one against Bryan Daniels.
Sorry, Tony. I want to talk to Wheeler for a second if I can. Wheeler, you know I love you. Know we love you. But we helped train you. We helped get you here. You still live on our couch, dude. I bought you those tights, man. I know you want to be the best wrestler you can be, but there's no reason you can't do it with us.
I don't love him. I think you're a scumbag and a traitor. And remember how last week, remember what Bryan did to you? Beat your ass? Watch what I do to Bryan this week. Watch and maybe take some notes too. Learn something from the guys you're trying to turn your back on.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me, guys. Don't touch me either.
I know a bunch of guys that need some sanctions.
Yeah, last Friday night was huge for Wheeler Yuta when he was crowned Ring of Honor Pure Champion, but this Friday night would be even bigger when he gets in the chance to go one-on-one with John Moxley once again. But right now, the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, has a message for you at home, and he'll have it all in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
Night, night.
I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
The curtain is up, and the spotlight is on you. We're gonna cause heaven.
PBS, and this was the scene. Game on.
All right. Well, he's in the toilet. We're going to pause this. But he'll be back in a second.
Jump into a world of epic fun where superheroes are playtime buddies and friends forever always play together. The Disney Collection at Chewy has all the characters for your characters. Shop epic fun for everyone only at Chewy.
Now to our Mark Wahlberg exclusive. Our Cassie DeLora joining Mark as he brought his new film, Father Stew, to a hometown.
right, we are back. And we go back now to AEW Dynamite, which is
Rampage, Fridays at 10 on TNT and anytime on demand in the TNT app.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite here on TBS, and this was the scene earlier tonight where Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz were looking for a measure of revenge on the Jericho Appreciation Society, and Tony, I think they got it.
Yeah, they got more than that. And let's not forget, for the Jericho Appreciation Society, it has been a numbers game. But the numbers backfired against them here.
That's right. It was a 5-on-3 beatdown from the Jericho Appreciation Society on Kingston, Santana Ortiz last week. But in the ambush, and there we see the TV. That's our backstage monitor. That's what Eddie Kingston was doing. And the Jericho Appreciation Society.
And the getaway car.
Yeah, just fleeing Boston.
Jake Hager driving that getaway car, JR.
Look at Jericho running like a scalded dog.
And the business between Kingston, Santana, Ortiz, far from over with. They got some measure of revenge tonight, but Tony, I don't think Kingston, Santana, Ortiz are going to stop there.
No, they're not going to stop there. Eddie Kingston is not done. You know how he is, how explosive and emotional he is, JR.
You're exactly right. Santana and Ortiz are so hungry. I got to give a nod here to Kingston and his crew, fellas.
I agree.
I think it's going to get ugly. It's going to get physical and dangerous.
Well, you're talking about ugly. The betrayal by Chris Jericho.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unmistakable bark of one Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, we're going to talk now. What up? Let us wait for music. Nah, that's not happening. Chris Jericho, you two-faced coward. Yo, did you see my man start running? You see my man run? Jericho, his association on site. You know what that means? You can be with your wife and your kids. I'm attacking you. The other two morons, Big Daddy, or whatever their names are, you can be with your wife and kids. I'm gonna try to get you. Garcia! My man, I know where you live. You think I won't show up at your house, dog? So keep running on sight. Look at him. The Jericho Big Society strikes again. Damn scrubs. Y'all must know, this is what we do. Y'all better bring the hardest fight to these dogs, because this is what we do. Let me know. Hey, Christopher, when you decide to grow a pair and stop running, how about you come see us in Louisiana next week and we have ourselves a good old-fashioned six-man? Or not, either way, on site, Christopher, on site. Yo, my dude, we're gonna be in New Orleans, dog, and we're gonna beat your ass like Junkyard Dog and Butch Reed style, bitch.
I like that, man. That's old school right there. That's old school.
Kingston throwing down the gauntlet alongside Santana Ortiz. Will the Jericho Appreciation Society face these men next week on Dynamite, New Orleans, Louisiana?
They're going to face them whether they like it or not. Officially or not.
Over the last few weeks, we've seen a puzzling turn of events that involves none other than Hook and Danhausen. This is undoubtedly the biggest test of Hook's young career.
Every time he steps in a ring, a gym, a dojo, it was always his biggest test.
The Hooks are in and GT is tapping out.
I don't think Hook's too impressed.
Oh! He broke solo on a certificate of accomplishment. How'd that happen? What kind of powers does Hook have? Well, still to come here tonight on Dynamite, the qualifiers in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament continue. Hikaru Shida and Julia Hart go 1-on-1.
Main event AAA and the ROH World Tag Team Championships on the line. FTR and the Young Bucks tonight.
Another Hardy's tables match, but I was so right. Tonight is going to be so right. The Hardys take on the Butcher and the Blade. A tables match is next live.
Drive! Will you just stay out of the... Champion. We are back live on TBS in Boston, and now let's bring in the TBS champion along with Mark Sterling. Here is Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill, the undefeated TBS champion, a true force of nature.
A very special athlete. Amazing gifts, physical gifts, as we can all see. Big
Is standing at 29-0, but he's going to have her work cut out for her to pick up that 30th career win. And now let's throw it back down to the great Tony Schiavone.
Jade Cargill, Mark Sterling, as we approach possibly win number 30 coming up in 30 matches. I know you have your baddies here tonight.
First and foremost, Tony, cut the shit. I am here to formally introduce my baddie section, the baddie section. Cameraman, do your job. Show my beautiful women, so beautiful. You see, a baddie is a beautiful woman with confidence that knows herself. And thankfully, I can stand up here and say this to all you slobs because I know myself.
That's right, I will tell you it was difficult to find good-looking people in Boston, Massachusetts, but Jade Cargill is such a hard worker, and she persisted, and she was able to do it. Now, I'm also here to inform you that the one person not allowed in the baddie section tonight for sure is Marina Shafir. She may be a badass, but she is no baddie.
Trash. I mean, we should just address this girl as number 30 at this point. I am tired of all these MMA losers coming into this business. I am tired of all you wrestling rejects coming into my ring on my show.
That's right, I was a little concerned about her fighting background and the fact that she calls herself the Problem.
The Problem? Give me space. Well, thankfully, I'm the problem solver.
Jade Cargill seeking that 30th win, but the Problem, Marina Shafir, of course, with a mixed martial arts background, the high-level judo background, and undefeated this year in singles competition, will be Jade Cargill's 30th opponent. But right now, our own Alex Marvez is standing by with MJF and Sean Spears.
Captain Sean Dean picking up the upset win over Sean Spears when Wardlow. You don't say his name. No, you don't say his name. Oink, oink, Piggy! You want to get involved, War Dog? You are pissing up the wrong tree, my friend. Hold on. I'm gonna calm down. Calm down. I'm gonna make it real simple. Wardlow, I pray you show your face next week because there will be twice as many security guards and twice as much pain. Now, as far as you go, Sean Dean, salute the captain. Salute the captain. You're a military man, huh? I'm going to thank you for your service. How about I do you one better?
Next week, me and you in action, I promise you. There will not be another upset victory, but what there will be is a Purple Heart for you, because I'm going to injure you worse than you could have possibly ever been injured in combat. Let's get the hell out of here. Can somebody fix this goddamn TV? I work at a circus.
Things seem to be getting a little unraveled for MJF in this world.
This is a tag team tables match. The only way to win is to drive both members of the opposing team through a table using an offensive maneuver. Approaching the ring, they are accompanied by the Bunny from Buffalo, New York, at a combined weight of 501 pounds, the Butcher and the Blade.
The Butcher and the Blade, the mercenaries of the Andrade family office, because of the scene 2 weeks ago and what led to this tables match with Jeff Hardy with that huge swanton. And then from behind the AFO, helping out Andrade El Idolo as he defeated Darby Allin last week here on Dynamite. But then after that, the Hardys, Matt and Jeff leading the charge, coming to Darby's aid, and where we see Butcher and the Blade getting the hardware in the ring. And Butcher just tearing off the legs of that table.
Oh! And their opponents from Cameron, North Carolina, at a combined weight of 445 pounds, Matt and Jeff the Hardys!
The Hardys, longtime veterans of the tables match, but this is Butcher and Blade's first ever tables match, and now
You're seeing what they're going to use, how they're going to use those pieces of the table they broke off. Speaking of Butcher and Blade,
they are back in their element, the Hardys are, JR, you know that.
That's right.
But it's not a bad idea to get the first jump on them.
Understand the rules of engagement here. You have to be thrown through a table with an offensive maneuver, and both members of your team have got to go through a table.
That's right. Well, I have a brief moment. Want to remind everybody, you can shop AEW collection during the Spring Fling sale. Use promo code SPRING22 for 20% off everything at shopaew.com. The sale ends Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern at shopaew.com. Blade, an early advantage of Jeff Hardy inside the ring.
This will be phenomenal. Butcher and Blade, that doesn't count because there was no offensive move.
Not on Jeff Hardy's behalf, and you saw the referee Bryce Remsburg on the floor waving it off, and now the Butcher is going to throw Matt Hardy through the timekeeper's table. I think it does. It's a table. Oh, look at Butcher, just a big right hand driving that chair to the face of Matt Hardy.
Look, Butcher, it's big and strong and bad, and I'm telling you, the trouble lies in the fact that if you try to put a table up, you put yourself at risk. You pay more attention to the table than you do your opponent. And we're seeing what happened to Jeff Hardy because of it. I think Jeff's hurt, man. I think that right leg may be hurt. Slowly get out.
Butcher looking for a German suplex through the table.
That would count as an offensive maneuver.
Yeah, it really would. Boy, would it ever. And Matt Hardy spots the danger that Jeff is in, coming to his brother's aid there.
Here's wanting this big man deleted.
Oh, double DDT by the Hardys. And AEW returns to the Kansas City area on Wednesday, June 8th at the Cable Dome Arena in Independence, Missouri. Tickets go on sale this Friday, April 8th. And going on sale Friday, April 15th. Tickets for AEW's return to St. Louis at the Chaffetz Arena on Wednesday, June 15th. And tickets for the only AEW Milwaukee show of the year at the UW Milwaukee Panthers Arena on Wednesday, June 22nd. EWTX.com, Ticketmaster.com. Jeff Hardy with Butcher in his sights.
Too much time? Maybe.
Oh, Blade! Pulled at the boot of Jeff Hardy and Jeff crashing.
And Bernie.
Shoulder to the midsection. Blade. Oh, neckbreaker there by the Blade.
Anytime you got a tables match, you got a high risk, incredible type of match. And coming up later on, we got a much different match. A classic tag team.
Oh, look at this! Oh, God! And Jeff Hardy has been driven through the table by the Butcher and the Blade. Well, this tag team tables match will continue in picture. Don't go anywhere because you're not going to want to miss a second.
here. We're still on. Doing time for 5 minutes. I take this phone cord out to the
Tuesdays at 9 on TBS and the
I take this to later and be right back. Alright.
Back live with AEW Dynamite here on TBS, and once again, the Hardy Brothers in their element competing in a tables match. But as we saw right before the break, Jeff Hardy was eliminated. Now it is Matt going 2-on-1 or 1-on-2 against Butcher and the Blade.
We are going to see a much different tag team match coming up. One that's a year and a half in the making, with FTR and the Young Bucks in our main event for the AAA and Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship.
One of those two teams are going to lead with 2 tag team championship belts.
Right. And Matt Hardy heading up to the top, looking for that offensive move to drive the Butcher through the table.
That counts. That's a legal elimination.
So now the Butcher and Jeff Hardy both eliminated from this tag team tables match. You see the chair on the left-hand side of the ring. It's no disqualification this match. But that does not count. Not an offensive move. Blade to drive Matt Hardy through the table, but still the body crashing through JR.
And the damage is done. The match continues, which may not be doing either of the Hardys any favors, but be that as it may.
I think Butcher just trying to get to his feet. He's all cut up on his back. Watch out, security.
Hardy set hard into that barricade. And the Butcher, he's been eliminated, but again, no disqualification.
Well, the structure of this match is very unique, to say the least. But the next man that can put his adversary through the table, i.e. Matt Hardy or Butcher back. Put a shot of that.
Yeah, the effects are getting drilled through the table. You can see the blood trickling down, and now the Blade got opened up. And then a huge tornado tag team match. And the Blade looking to finish it right here, but Matt Hardy spills the outside. Maybe a desperation move by Matt Hardy, just taking himself out of harm's way. The next table right with an offensive move will end the match. This is crazy. But yeah, Butcher and Blade maybe looking to do more than that, maybe end the career of Matt Hardy.
That's exactly what they're doing there, Shadow. They want to do more than just win this match, but special. Because of what was at one time the Hardy family office.
Everybody wants a shot at the Hardys in a ladder match or a tables match. That's their.
And look at the Butcher. Oh! There's no table there. Instead, Matt Hardy crashing down.
Not so sure that Matt Hardy took the worst of that, guys.
Jeff Hardy, because there's no disqualification, he's able to pull the table out of the way.
Your little brother's there for you. Jeffrey Nero Hardy's always been there for Brother Matt.
But that was an awful landing from Matt Hardy.
This is a bowling shoot ugly. That forehead steaming by Jeff.
Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. It should be a singles match right now, but no disqualification. And the other is there to help. Oh, look at this.
Hardy sweeps up the legs of the Butcher. Got the Butcher low. Look at that, Jeff Hardy.
Anyway, modified twist of fate, look at me like. But they're outside, it can't be counted out if you're wondering at home.
You can see the two men who are basically left as far as
oh, there's a twist of fate by Matt.
not going to match for him now.
Now Matt Hardy has to drive Blade through the table in order to win, or vice versa.
That's going to find wood. He's got it.
Why not?
TLC, kind of big club too. If there's a ladder within a mile of this building, you knew that the Hardys are going to find the damn thing.
That's right.
That ladder being used as a battering ram.
Man, stand together at ringside. That's a fight.
And now Matt Hardy is laid out both the Butcher and the Blade with the twist of fate while Jeff brings the ladder into play. Oh, the table. Oh, now the table's being set up together.
A little creative architecture by Matt Hardy and his brother Jeff. Jeff is salivating to get on top of that ladder and put his body and career at risk.
Well, you can see what they're going to try to do here. Now, this is what they're going to try to do is get Blade up the ladder. Oh, no, they're going to put Blade on the table.
Looking for a repeat of what we saw a couple weeks ago.
And can the Hardys be this optimistic? Opportunistic. I'm trying to say, this is not Vegas society. Fans everywhere standing up and watching this amazing human demolition derby.
This is an incredible sight we're watching here. An incredible sight. Look at it. Look at it. Here we go. Table. There are your winners. The Hardys. Not only do they win it tonight, they win it in dramatic fashion. Look at that swamp down Jeff Hardy. Absolutely crushing the Blade.
Fearless, the high flyer, the strange enigma. Jeff Hardy, his brother Matt, came to Boston and just won that elbow ladder match.
Wait a second, Andrade El Idolo. He isn't playing down there. He is going through the tunnel with the rest of the AFO. See the Bunny, Jose, the assistant private party. Andrade scored that victory over Darby Allin last week on Dynamite. It seems like his business with the Hardys is not over with. Matt and Jeff Hardy outnumbered here.
Well, they've been outnumbered before, Excalibur, as you well know.
The numbers are just about ready to even up. Fans know it.
Andrade may have scored the victory last week, but there may be a price to pay. Boom! Private Party getting locked out, Jose. Oh, I almost got my head.
Good thing Jose's wearing darks.
Look at I was going to say, Andrade's not intimidated at all, but
classless move by Andrade, putting the Bunny between himself and the icon Sting.
Classless is right, Excalibur. Good call.
Sting evening the odds, returning the favor for Matt and Jeff Hardy, but right now, we're going to hear from Christian Cage, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus.
Red Dragon, you guys are tough. You hit hard. You got those dumbass cauliflower ears. You guys have been champions all around the world. But around here, things are determined by the records. And honestly, you guys is not even good enough to challenge us for these. But since you've been getting involved in our business week after week after week, why don't we just challenge you next week on Dynamite? And we'll go ahead and put the AEW World Tag Team Championships up on the line.
Dragons, dinosaurs, yeah! And still to come tonight, the main event, the rematch, FTR versus Young Bucks with the Ring of Honor and AAA Tag Team Championship on the line. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, live, the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament continues. It's a qualifier. Kuroshita versus Julia Hart. It's live. It's next.
At Boar's Head, our bold Pitcraft slow smoked turkey breast is patiently seasoned in a dry rub, then smoked and slow roasted. Bold Pitcraft slow smoked turkey breast, only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere. This Friday, let's do this. Sonic 2 is non-stop fun.
Give him the heat, Tails.
Y'all know.
It's 4 stars.
I make this look good.
This is what the big screen is made for.
Good one.
Sonic the Hedgehog's with PG.
Not everything was built to support a big guy like me. Luckily, I found footwear that gives me the support I need. Try Skechers Arch Fit footwear with podiatrist certified arch support.
Should have called a pro.
I got this. I watch a lot of home improvement shows on Sling TV. I'm gonna need a gallon of spackle, 5 tons concrete, and a stud finder. A big one.
With Sling, be confident you're getting the TV you love for a price you love. Sling.
I don't know. This just doesn't hold my
From the bottom of my heart, can appreciate your
attention
passion.
the same way that Raw and SmackDown do. They started off on a good note, exciting, but over the last few years, their uphill battle has gone downhill very, very quickly. I don't know. I just don't look forward to this the way I do Monday nights, or the way I did in the beginning. Either Mr. McMahon needs to buy it out, or they just need to fold up and end up like WCW, because WCW's problem was, I think, a lot of misdirection, a lot of good ideas that weren't put into action. It doesn't really give you anything to look forward to on Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
The way they build Raw or they build SmackDown ahead of time.
I mean, it
Give
was
you something to look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, it was okay when I first watched it with my grandmother when I used to live with her, but she told me it was like a reject version of WCW.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wait, you totally agree with my mom
Well,
what she was talking about?
Yeah, of course, they used to say the same thing about Impact when they first went into business. A lot of people called that what was it called? The poor man's WCW. Or land of the WCW rejects. I don't know. At any rate, just a thought. Not that Mr. McMahon is going to listen to me or anything. Just a
AEW.
Just a thought.
You guys are still one of the good company for right now, but WWE, Raw, and SmackDown might have a better storyline.
And on that note, let's go back. I just needed to get that out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
For this industry, is your passion for women's wrestling.
Last time you and I were in my home state, you attacked me from behind. Like the real coward that you are. You talk about
with a 20-minute time limit. She's the first from Wilmington, Minnesota, Julia Hart.
Will Julia Hart get to add her name to Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm as participants in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament? I know that Julia's been working very hard behind the scenes, training, trying to improve her game. We'll find out just how much young Julia Hart has improved in this contest. So Julia still wearing that eye patch from the Black Mist, courtesy of Malachi Black.
And her opponent from Kanagawa, Japan, Hikaru Shida.
Hikaru Shida, the former AEW Women's World Champion, who held that title during the pandemic era, represented AEW to fans around the world, and now with a chance to qualify for the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. Oh, Julia Hart, a kick to the back before the bell.
Not taking sides here, but I think it's a hell of a move. Go get her.
Well, the other thing about that, once you hit your damage and you nail somebody, you got to follow up. And Julia hovered over her adversary for a few moments. I think Dominic Garrison was shocked.
Sam actually wide from the back.
I've never seen this. I've never seen someone send their help or their seconds, if you will, to the ring, to the back, run them out, and the blocks are gone.
For more information about the Owen Hart Foundation, their mission, their work, you can visit OwenHartFoundation.org. As Hikaru Shida placing Julia Hart on that top, that big knee strike catching Julia in the ribs.
Bookmark that web page, that website thing. I think that's not in the web. They do a lot of great things as this organization that we're tag teaming with. The special orders here to enjoy with us.
Shida bringing the chair out. She likes to use that in the launch pad for that running knee strike. And Julia Hart still trying to survive that other knee. And the drop kick off the chair.
Wait, did I just saw the Gong Show movie?
Good to see Shida
Yeah.
back in action. Especially since she has been.
I never heard of the Gong Show movie, but I've heard of the Gong Show.
Tormented by Serena Deeb. Julia Hart tormented by Malachi Black. And Malachi
What's that all about? I don't know. But
Shop
they took a
AEW.com.
TV
That
show
was
and
April 14th.
tried to make it into a movie. It's basically
Julia
what it
Hart
comes down to.
mounted shots raining down on Hikaru Shida. And the action in this qualifying match will continue for the next few moments. And picture, don't go anywhere.
Oh, fuck you. Sure.
There when everyone is fighting for. Now, which AEW superstar has what it takes to go home with the gold?
Being champion, great. Staying a champion, another entirely different thing.
AEW's Battle of the Belts 2, Saturday, April 16th at 8 on TNT.
Champion!
So that's next Saturday, not this week.
I gotta say that
On TBS, Hikaru Shida and Julia Hart fighting for a spot in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament kicking off this May.
The 20-year-old Julia Hart is the underdog in this matchup, and now that if that statement is somewhat true, we're seeing the former champ widen the lead.
Hikaru Shida hammering Julia Hart, returning the favor for Julia's attack before the bell. Julia sent Hart into the corner. Hikaru Shida charging and running knee strike right on the money.
Ever since she's been in AEW, Shida prevails when she is aggressive, when she is motivated, when she's angry. And Julia Hart's got her pretty mad here.
Now Julia was fighting that suplex, but Hikaru Shida looking for the running knee strike. Julia just rolls to evade, now takes herself out of bounds underneath the bottom rope.
She can barely pull herself up here, guys.
Sort of feeling that the end could very well be near for one of these ladies to run. Julia Hart is on the downhill slide.
She hit with the cover. Julia, though, able to kick out.
She picked her up from the apron over top of the ring And that suplex sounded smart.
Wow. Good perseverance, good tenacity by Julia Hart. She knows how important a spot in this tournament is. But Hikaru Shida. Oh, look at Julia gouging the eyes of Shida.
She won't let go. Look at this.
Yeah, that figure stepped right in, disqualified her without a count. Oh, that tough situation. The Bulldog headlock.
1, 2. No, Shida able to kick out. Julia frustrated, but she's in there with a former world champion, Hikaru Shida.
Shuria's looking for anything big that can find her 3 seconds to beat Shida in this matchup. But I believe that Shida's heavily favored.
Julia.
Oh! Both knees are tested right there, fellas.
You're right, buddy. Oh, diving elbow strike there by Hikaru Shida, and now the Tanahashi. That spinning knee strike.
Oh, she's not looking again, aggressive, angry.
Hikaru Shida gets Julia up. That Falcon Arrow. Climbs Julia Hart center of the ring. And Hikaru Shida advances to the tournament.
A lot of folks thought it was going to be, but the more experienced Hikaru Shida looking good here tonight. I know that Owen Hart loved the Japanese wrestling and he'd be proud of Hikaru.
Serena Deeb, who has tormented Hikaru Shida all these months, now looking to play mind games once again, but Shida anticipated the shot from behind.
Serena's got that steel chair. Now look to match up with that kendo stick.
Well, we saw Hikaru Shida take Serena Deeb to the proverbial woodshed with that kendo stick just a few weeks ago. I think Serena remembers the sting.
I believe so. Look at the anger in her face. Look at now she's a little bit of a smile across her face.
I remember when she used to be with Sam Punk.
There's no better strategist.
Serena Deebs.
No better game day player.
Are you sure that she's Yeah. I remember that too, but I don't. She looks different. She used to be bald.
Once again going at Hikaru Shida, but Hikaru Shida is qualified.
Oh, she's the one she had the long hair, but she sat down in a chair in the ring, and they shaved her head. Okay.
Swerve Strickland, a big weekend for you and a couple of your friends at the Grammys in Las Vegas.
It was great. You know, I got to go out to Vegas, show love to Prophet, the producer, my man Flash Garments, who won 2 Grammys for the work they did on the Donda album for Kanye West. You know, but the week didn't start off all that great, you know. Me and my man Keith Lee got put through the table, you know, with Powerhouse Hobbs around, Ricky Starks. It's not over.
Who was that?
I ain't forget about that.
Isaiah Swerve
But for
Scott.
now, I'm going to go get ready. Some stuff I got to do. Excuse me.
Is he a wrestler or is he a music artist?
Oh, hey, go.
Hey! Get your ass over here!
Brings back brings back memories of the NWO. And why is Keith Lee on this show?
What did we just witness? Coming up next Friday night tonight on TNT.
I know, but I thought he had a heart attack not that long ago.
Once the Owen Hart Foundation qualifiers continue, Willow Nightingale after a huge match last Friday night will take on Red Velvet. Plus Swerve Strickland goes one-on-one with QT Marshall and the American Dragon Bryan Danielson and Trent Beretta go one-on-one.
World Tag Team.
God damn it. Hold on. Justin Roberts.
You guys are so screwed now!
It's main event time here on Dynamite. This match, 18 months in the making. I should say this rematch, 18 months in the making. The Young Bucks once again challenging FTR.
I don't know where that head came from, but there's certainly another feather in his cap. Okay.
See, Mike, we do laugh, but sometimes we need time to think about what we're going to be laughing about. We are the laughing state. We just don't laugh about some stuff we say.
We're going to find out what's going to happen. But I believe that at this point in time, the two best tag teams in the world are about to square off.
And not only that, I really think, and what I saw on Friday night and what I've seen the last couple of weeks, Dax and Cash are in their element. They are wrestling the best they've ever wrestled right now.
Yeah, you're right. That is not Justin Roberts.
With such tremendous momentum coming out of Supercard of Honor last Friday night, where they defeated Mark and Jay Briscoe, two men synonymous with the tag team division in Ring of Honor, to win the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. And of course, they defeated the Lucha Brothers October of last year on Dynamite to win the AAA Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, a little bit of a, if I can use the term, swerve done in that match, though.
A little bit.
When they donned the mask that time, but they still won.
But this match, with both Tag Team Championships on the line, and we are proud to welcome the long-time ring announcing voice of Ring of Honor, Bobby Cruz, standing by to do the introduction for our main event here on Dynamite.
This match is set for one fall with a 16-minute
Bobby Cruz? Oh, he's a
Ring
of Honor ring announcer.
Tag Team Championship and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first to my left, the challengers. Wrestling out of Rancho, Cucamonga, California. At a combined weight of 389 pounds, Matt and Nick Johnson, the Young Bucks.
Wow. Well, you shouldn't turn your back on your opponent.
Their opponents to my right are wrestling out of Asheville, North Carolina. At a combined weight of 443 pounds. They are the AAA Tag Team Champions and the newly crowned Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR.
Referee Rick Knox drawing the assignment for our main event.
Good to see Bobby Cruz here with us.
What the fuck was he doing? He was doing a jive.
It sure does. It feels that way. We're sold out here in Boston. We're live on TBS. We're so glad you folks have invited us into your home. Sit back and enjoy, arguably, the two best tag teams in all of pro wrestling. Compete for a championship. Let's say two championships.
We have a moment before the action heats up. You can join us for AEW's debut in New Orleans, Louisiana next week at the UNO Lakefront Arena, Wednesday, April 13th. And then next month, we return to New York's tri-state area, the UBS Arena on Long Island, Wednesday, May 1st, or May 11th, excuse me. That'll be the kickoff of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Tickets for both events on sale right now, AEWTIX.com.
We'll see which style prevails here. We'll get the other hand because of great contrast inside.
Really solid.
Not to say they both did.
Really solid Devon Motai up there. Which kind of tells me how this match is going to go to proceed. And also, fellas, the sold-out crowd is pretty solid behind FTR.
Yeah, a lot different than the first encounter between the Young Bucks and FTR. Remember, that was back at Daly's Place in Jacksonville. In the pandemic era, there was 1,000 fans in the building, socially distanced, covered there. And we are sold out here in Boston. Tony, I believe they might be hanging from the rafters.
I believe they are hanging from the rafters. Stay out of it.
Will you stop?
Outside headlock there by Matt Jackson.
I think that FTR chant is a little bit out of here.
Yeah, shoulder tackle by Cash Wheeler. Sending Matt Jackson the outside. And the Young Bucks, of course, former AEW World Tag Team Champions, former AAA Tag Team Champions, former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. The Young Bucks have done just about everything everything that FTR has done. And now look at Matt Jackson.
Nice drop toe, quickly done, quicker than a hiccup.
Tag is made. Cash Wheeler out to Dax Harwood in the tag. Now there by Nick Jackson. You see Dax, a lot of tape on his lower back, much like the shoulder of Cash taped up.
They've had a very aggressive last few days.
Okay, so
Briscoes was nothing short of phenomenal.
Don't forget that
there's one person that I don't see
last week on
with
Dynamite.
FTR is
Tag team here in AEW.
Tully Blanchard.
So FTR has had a very busy, very
Yeah, they
physical 7
fired him.
days.
What? Well, let's not forget the Bucks
Like,
had quite a match
didn't
against
he,
the
like,
top flight.
3 weeks ago fire him?
I didn't see that part.
Again, a victory for the Young Bucks over our top 5 ranked tag team.
Kidding me?
In the face.
You just put a finger thing down his junk. What's going on there?
Tackle. Harwood avoids the trip attempt by Nick Jackson, leapfrog. Oh, a scoop and a slap.
As the pace quickens with these two, and as it would be with anybody, including Nick Jackson, Jackson's going to have the advantage. He's really, really quick, quicker than that proverbial hiccup.
Yeah, and that's why it's a good job for Dax to keep him on the map here.
Yeah.
But Nick Jackson knows that, immediately returns to his feet, backs Dax up to the corner. Matt Jackson with a block tag. And now
Or started.
They're so FTR, they are so smart.
Tony, you made a very intelligent remark earlier when you said that FTR is wrestling the best of their career, the best of their life.
They are.
And beating the Briscoes on the rope, shall we say, in Texas, I thought was again, amazing matchup.
Nick Jackson, cheap shot it, but cheap shot there by downtown Nick. Oh, what the right hand.
Heavy-handed Harwood.
Yeah, you don't want to try to outshow him because you're not going to win that battle.
FTR and the Young Bucks on the same page. This is hockey fighting right here in Boston.
Many hockey games right here in this building.
Great college hockey program.
Absolutely.
Double hit, toss. Young Bucks, backflip, drop kick. Double hit, toss. Cash, double drop kick. Cash goes back.
Back and forth they go. Damn, this is good.
FTR can strike as well as any duo in pro wrestling right now, in my opinion.
Tag is made. We heard Bobby Cruz when he announced this match. It is a 60-minute time limit. We will stick with this if we go past the top of the hour. But Cash looking to end it, turns the corner with the sharpshooter, avoids the super kick. Dax steps through.
FTR, one step ahead of the Bucks here tonight so far in the way it seems.
Stereo sharpshooters by FTR.
But you don't need 4 men in the ring at the same time. Knox, the referee's having a little bit of a problem maintaining the emotions of these 4 gladiators.
Nick Jackson sent Dax to the floor. Now the Young Bucks occupying the ring. Remember, they do have the 10 count after the tag. But the Young Bucks, Zagiri clothesline combination. Now Matt Jackson, cannonball set down another Zagiri there by Nick Jackson.
Matt Jackson's in trouble here, man. He's the man in the ring, but he's favoring that back in the lower body.
He's had that's been a problematic issue, as we have seen covering him for the last since we've been on the air, last 3 years.
Yeah, even predates that slightly, but still, he's been able to persevere. Both of these teams, former AEW World Tag Team Champions, and I dare say maybe future AEW World Tag Team Champions.
I'll just say that the Young Bucks' success is amazing. I would challenge any tag team that we know to put the paychecks up against what these guys have earned. They're making a lot of money because they're winning a lot of matches.
And of course, they got Randy Cutler in the corner, and he always ups and down with the coach.
Oh, yeah, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. Might as well give them the opposite.
Faux tag behind the referee's back. Didn't see it, but he heard it. So Nick Jackson, technically the legal man in this match.
So the momentum has changed to compete in the arena. And the FTR now being isolated. We've talked about this many times. It becomes a handicap match if you work it that way.
Well, our main event will continue in picture-in-picture. Young Bucks versus FTR 2.
This is Rampage. Boys and girls, the rage.
So who are you going for the match? FTR or Young Bucks, Michael?
I don't know.
Nick Jackson put a header on the apron.
The fans are behind FTR. Look at that. They're standing.
Cash trying to make the crawl. Matt Jackson. The up kick gets booted up. Oh, super kick takes it. Gets
Harwood just got introduced to some shoe leather. With a straight kick right to the face.
That was so close to being a tag. So close. And Nick got there just in the nick of time.
You see the tape on FTR. Evident of what a physical past 7 days they've had. First the Gun Club victory last week on Dynamite, then against the Briscoes last Friday night. The Young Bucks had a very busy Friday night as well. Oh! They defeated Top Flight, but some miscommunication right there.
And again, Porter McGinney, faux pas. Big water. Big time uppercut roar, that shiver. And now, look at Dax firing this crowd up. There's the time. And a rousing ovation here for the hot tag.
Dax Harwood wiping out both Matt and Nick Jackson. The suplex and rolling out a Young Buck sandwich there. And Nick's it to the outside.
Harwood repeatedly striking and striking. Great effectiveness.
And Jackson telegraphed it. Dax found her match. Inside cradle.
Couldn't quite hold it, but.
And sunset flip attempt. 1, 2. Dax counters. Rolls back through. And
nice strength. The bridge up.
But both Dax Harwood and Matt Jackson with lower back issues. But now, down to a seated position. They roll through. 2, no.
Well, that would have been a good night. Both shoulders are down. Oh, God.
Uh-oh. The punch from the pile. Driver Matt Jackson gets stopped.
Shut up.
And I think so did Harwood. I don't understand why it wasn't it. That was a beautiful pile driver that shows you the grip, determination, and just the damn neck strength of Matt Jackson.
These two teams have absolutely torn it up. They have torn it up here tonight.
Yes, it is, fans. Nothing like seeing AEW Live. We'll be in New Orleans next Wednesday night.
Dallas, Texas next Friday night. But right now, here in Boston, the Young Bucks and FTR doing battle. Oh, Nick Jackson got a little over eager and he paid for it.
so unforgiving and remorseless.
Whoa! Good God. Dax sweeps up the legs of Matt Jackson.
Let's not forget 2 championships on the line tonight. AAA and ROH, and watch out here.
See that tag?
FTR looking for the powerplex here. Jackson got a suplex. Oh, wait. Nick Jackson, the cover.
Cash has made the tag. I think I'm right.
Yep. Cash is the legal man, as is Matt Jackson. But right now, all 4 men are down.
One hell of a tag team matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We're all witnessing and enjoying.
18 months since the first time these teams faced one another. The Young Bucks came away with the victory that night. Who will be victorious here tonight? What a knee strike, what a Gamagiri, what an elbow, and a bulldog dropkick combination for the Bucks. The Young Bucks going to work on Cash Wheeler. He bore the brunt of the offense, and now the Young Bucks see their opening.
Face first.
Oh, wait, Dax held on. Brain Buster on the floor.
Well, that will change one's attitude in a hurry.
This match is living up to all the hype. Every bit of it.
Wait, Jackson just skip it.
Could that be it? Is that enough?
It's gotta be. No!
Fans out of their seats can't believe what they are witnessing. What you're witnessing, ladies and gentlemen, is tag team history.
Never gonna forget this night. And we've got a lot of dynamites.
And even more great tag team wrestling over our career, fellas.
That's right.
This race right there, this is as good as I can remember.
Said at the top of the night, this is a victory. Whoa, big ring, no counter.
He blocked it. He blocked it. And look, he's got a referee.
Oh, blow. Down south. I was in North Boston last night in the south. That wasn't a miss right there, I'll tell you.
No, it was not.
Hey, look at this, the Bucks with the big ring on Cash Wheeler. Are they going to win here after the low blow of the big ring? No!
Get him, FTR.
Back in this match. The Jacksons may not like it, but they got to appreciate the courage.
You know, last Friday night we saw the Briscoe brothers use the big rig at Supercard of Honor. Here the Young Bucks use it. FTR both times able to withstand it. Nobody has perfected the technique quite like FTR. But here's an oldie but a goodie. More bang for your buck. The 450. The moonsault press. Then the Young Bucks pull it out. 1, 2, no!
Man, the guts, the determination, and the fight in FTR. The Bucks can't believe it. Quite frankly, neither can I. There's a cover.
Matt Jackson, a little
Hey, you're spam pitting.
A little bit too much celebration.
Well, he was protesting, but then those tag team instincts of the Young Bucks kicked in. You saw Matt go for the subsequent 2 quick covers.
Now, where's Nick going? Oh, he's got the ROH, one of the ROH belts.
Well, these 2 guys can be disqualified. There's not no disqualification left.
And Dax,
tug of war here.
The roll up here. 1, 2, no!
Man, that was so close.
Next to see.
I saw the belt.
And he had the tights as well, but they're still on.
Fans are in love with this, and so are we.
That would have been it for sure. Were not for the intervention of Dax Harwood. Oh, super kicks from Harwood.
The Bucks are building that momentum that they've been striving for in this entire contest. Championships on the line. This is our main event.
But this could be the end of the line for FTR.
Here comes the trigger, guys. You can see it.
Young Bucks looking for that BTH trigger. Nick Jackson covers 2. Foots on the rope. Foots on the rope. Knocks his notes in the last second. The last moment.
There you go. Foot was on the rope.
That's right. Watch the right leg. Here we go. Out of bounds. Before the 3.
And the Young Bucks apoplectic, but Rick Knox making the right call here.
Damn right he was.
And this thing's going to continue. Still looking for an elusive 3 count on either side.
We'll go for the Bucks. Uh-oh. Dax counters, catches.
Oh, what strength.
Looking for that slingshot power. Tombstone combination by FTR.
And all 4 of these guys are just like running on fumes right now, but still going in.
They're Jackson Brown. They're running on
The
it.
tackle. Wait a second. What are they going to do?
Oh, look at that shot.
BTE trigger.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, and now they're doing it. The bad ring.
FTR continues to win. They continue to dominate tag team wrestling with a hell of a victory over the great Young Bucks.
Is there such a thing as a 10-star match? If it is, I think we just saw the damn thing.
What an incredible victory for FTR. What an incredible 7 days for the AAA Tag Team Champions of Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Man, how do you follow this on Rampage? Somehow we think we can and think we will.
Yeah, we're going to have a huge night of action on Rampage this Friday. John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, one-on-one. Willow Nightingale, Red Velvet battle for a spot in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament for Strickland, QT Marshall, plus Brian Danielson and Trent Barrera.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a night has been. We appreciate you guys so much for supporting us and for inviting us into your home. For the great Tony Giamatti, for the super intelligent Excalibur, I'm Jim Ross saying, so long, everybody, from Boston.
That's Michael Paul. I'm John.
We gotta go. I said Mike Nice. We'll see you Friday.
Little, what's the word?